Hola y bienvenidos a otro emocionante espacio de estradas de la semana de la escuela secundaria de Esteban Taylor. Soy Nicolás Marconi, aquí con mis amigos Tomás Cole, Terencio Crosby, and Esteban Taylor. We got a great show for you today, folks. We got a football team going to the playoffs, and we got Anthony Wayne cross-country runner. Steve, take it away.
I'm speechless. ESPN Deportes, isn't that what that is?
That's Deportes.
Awesome. That's about all I know.
Yes.
Nick.
That was good.
Every week he just
he
raises the bar.
Yeah. He's making us look bad, boss. He just keeps raising the bar.
I had no idea. I had no idea what was happening there.
Told you I had a little surprise for you.
Did anybody understand?
It was a great open. I got it.
You
I got it. Yeah,
All
I
right.
got the gist of it. Yeah.
Nick is right. We got a great show, and man,
Yes.
oh man, we are talking about a fantastic football team that it seems like every year we're talking about. Whitmer come playoff season.
Ooh.
They're in the playoffs. Big game coming up this Friday against Perrysburg, another tough team. So talk a little bit about this game, Tom.
Well, Whitmer 7-3. They're in the playoffs. You're right, boss. They're playing a great Perrysburg team. It's going to be a tremendous matchup in Northwest Ohio. The 3 games they lost, the teams had a combined record of 27-3. So my point is, Whitmer's played good people. They deserve to be there.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I know it's going to fire you up, boss. I'm a Michigan guy too, and I don't believe I'm saying this, but sure they have a great football team, and you know they've done well, and you know I get all that deal. Not a Harbaugh fan at all, but you know. But I think his day is coming. You know, he may not be the NCAA, but the Big Ten's going to do something about it. But anyways, that's another story.
We can talk more off air.
Yeah, that's another story. But
words.
you know the deal on you get in and you haven't played people. I'm talking about the playoffs now. You know, it's nice to, Cross will know this, you know, if you want to be the best, you got to want to play the best. Some of these schedules that people get in with are the 3-6. If I was a 3-6 team, I don't think I'd be firing up the bus and saying, hey, let's go to the playoffs. You know, at St. John's, we had years where, you know, we went 8-2. 9-1 and didn't get in the playoffs. 3-6. I mean, I want kids to have the experiences, but 3-6 and
there are a couple teams with those records.
There are.
I saw a few, and it's just weird the way that it works out.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. Yeah. You can take some shots at Michigan. I've heard it from all my Buckeye fans about the cupcake schedule and who are they playing? Little Sisters of the Poor this week?
Right.
What's softer than cupcakes? You got to go another level. I
don't know. I think Michigan's still looking pretty good.
They're a great football team. There's no question about that. But the fact that they're not playing people,
Aren't they playing that 8th grade CYO team?
Well, I heard they've got Ohio Wesleyan lined up for next year.
Let's look at next year. Next year's schedule is crazy.
Well, Harbaugh will be gone. If you look at next year's schedule, boss, he's playing UCLA and Southern Cal. And if you look at next year's schedule,
this is the high school stars of the week. Next up,
Yes, it is.
Hey, we better get to it before.
Terry, what do you think of all this?
Well, yeah, I absolutely agree with you guys. But here's the thing with Whitmer over the years. They've always scheduled a really, really tough regular season games. And we all know that when you do that, that prepares you for the playoffs moving forward.
Question.
So,
and am I right? Is this Whitmer's first year in the NLL?
Yes.
They used to be in the track.
Right.
And then I think this is their first
So
year.
they moved to the NLL instead of going into the Catholic League with St. John's Central.
and you know, if you want to be the best, you got to play the best.
Cross, you always were the best, and you didn't mind lining up against good people, right?
Well, I did, actually.
So you wanted those cupcake schedules too.
But I didn't have any other choice.
Cross wanted those Twinkie schedules. Okay.
You don't want to get hurt.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
all right. We could go on and on all day about this, but we're moving on because we have got a fantastic cross-country runner over to Anthony Wayne High School. And Tom, I think she was maybe the medal. Did she win the NLL?
She was the medalist in the district championships for Anthony Wayne.
That's great.
Haley Cowell, K-A-H-L. Hopefully we're saying that right, Haley. Apologize, and if we're saying it wrong, it's Nick's fault. He gave us the pronunciation, so we'll go with that. But guys, she ran, Steve, she ran at 18 minutes and 21 seconds. Now think about this for a minute. That's 3.1 miles, 18 minutes and 21 seconds. I'm saying, you know, Cross.
That'd take 1 mile to take
Yeah,
15
Cross, you couldn't do it in a car. You couldn't do it in a car.
No, in
Lap
18
us.
minutes.
She'd lap us a few times.
Yeah. So congratulations, Haley.
No, great job. That's awesome.
And you know what? Hey, these cross-country runners, you got to really, really respect them. They are some of the greatest athletes. People don't know that. You know what I mean?
No question.
They train hard. The wind and lungs they have is unbelievable.
Go
So
watch a meet.
congratulations.
I mean, if you really go to a cross-country meet and see what these kids go through, one of the coolest things, we had a crazy football coach at St. John's when I was there, insane. Not Fred Byer, John Brower. He was
Not Fred Byer.
John Brower's out of his mind. He fell out of a tree, came from another planet. But he did one thing that was really cool. The City League cross-country matches used to be on Sundays in the afternoon on the golf courses, right?
Yep.
He would take the entire football team on Sunday. We wouldn't practice, and we'd go and support the cross-country kids and cheer them on. And I thought, man, that's the coolest thing going.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow, good stuff. A lot of exciting things happening in all Northwest Ohio sports. Shout out to Anthony Wayne's golf team for winning states.
Yeah.
Those guys are unbelievable. You talk about the scores that collective group puts
Yeah.
up. They're breaking par. They're shooting low rounds. Those guys are going to go far and keep playing college golf, I think.
Hey, boss, we gotta acknowledge Anthony Wayne and Perrysburg. Let's face facts. I don't know what they're doing, over there, but I'll tell you, all their sports are off the
doing
charts.
Something in the water.
Yeah, all their sports are unbelievable.
I know Sydney Deal, golfer over at Perrysburg. She was a runner-up for states this year and finished a great senior year. So just so many good things happening in Northwest Ohio sports. We're looking forward, though, to moving into the next section, too. We got basketball is coming up and all the winter sports, swimming, wrestling. So a lot of fun winter sports coming up.
And next week, Nick might be French. So it's possible.
Oui.
Good job on there, brother.
We could get his wife or his mother-in-law. Both of them French teachers.
Okay.
And they could come in. They could do the whole show. They could have a conversation. We just sit here.
I like it. I like it.
All right. What do
I'll
you
work
say?
on it.
Bonjour. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
See you next week, everybody. Thanks to Marco's Pizza also for giving all these kids their free pies.
Hey,
Tom's
how's
been
Tom
sending
doing?
them out.
How's
Doing
he
great.
doing?
Who?
Tom, how's he doing?
He's doing great.
Oh, yeah,
he
swimming way down.
He sent the
Down 20.
recap of how many
Yeah.
he sent out, too.
Okay.
And it looked like they all made it out.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
getting
wow.
out. For some reason, they're getting
Good
out
job.
this year. I don't know why.
Slim Goody.
Maybe because Karen's doing it.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week on Steve Taylor's High School Stars of the Week.